What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to a brand new video here on the channel. Today, ladies and gentlemen, a very special video today. God, it has been a very long time since I recorded one of these videos, but the UFC picks are back. Pay-per-views are back in action. Let's go, baby. UFC 320 live from T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, the home arena of the UFC. Let's go, baby. We got Magomed Ankalaev putting his light heavyweight title up on the line in the very same arena that he fought this man just, what, 7 months ago? In March, when Alex Pereira lost the title to this man. It's going to be a very exciting fight, live from Las Vegas. I cannot wait to break this down with you guys. We got 5 fights, all on the pay-per-view, ready to break down, ready to talk about. So let's get into the action, and let's talk, and let's pick UFC 320. Our first fight up on deck is Magomed versus Joe Pyfer at 185 pounds to open up the pay-per-view. Now, looking at these guys on paper, this is going to be a very interesting fight. Fairly similar records to an extent, like their winning percentage is very similar. Similar reach, similar leg reach, exact same height, so pretty even on paper. But, I mean, I will say I don't know as much about Magomed as I do Joe Pyfer. Looking at their significant strikes and their win by, chances are this fight's going to take place on the feet. And I like Joe Pyfer's chances on the feet, man. My man is a glorified striker who can stand and bang, take shots, move at range. I mean, the only real knock on Joe Pyfer's record is the Jack Hermansson fight, and I honestly feel like he didn't show up that night. Something didn't appear the right way, but like 50% of Magomedov's KO TKOs, he wins 50% of his fights by KO TKO, I should say. Joe Pyfer wins 64, similar percentage by decision and submission. So this is going to be a very fun fight, man. This is going to be a very fun fight. I just think Joe Pyfer will be the technically better fighter. He'll pick his shots, look for the ones that mean the most, and I could see Joe Pyfer getting a late finish in this one. It will be tough to stop this guy, but I think Joe Pyfer will get a KO TKO in the 3rd round. I just think he's a tough fighter with great hands, skilled hands at that, and yeah, we may see a knockdown or two later in the 2nd round, and I think the finish will come in the 3rd and final round for America's own Joe Pyfer. Next up on deck, my camera finally focused. Perfect. This is an interesting one, man. Josh Emmett versus Youssef Zalal at 145 pounds, a featherweight bout between these two athletes. Now, Zalal is more of a submission artist, so that interests me. How will Josh Emmett adapt to that? We obviously know what Josh Emmett's looking to do. He's looking to find a big hook, and he's looking to knock you the hell out. That's pretty much Josh Emmett's whole career in a nutshell, man. Anyone who can survive that amount of punishment off of Ilia Topuria is a tough mother effer. So, if Zalal wants to finish this guy, he's probably going to have to go to hell and back, if I'm keeping it real. I don't know. See, what this fight really comes down to for me is how well can Emmett adapt to Zalal on the ground. See, that interests me, man. I don't really know how he's going to do it. Zalal is the much taller man at 5'10" versus Emmett's 5'6". That interests me, man. That very much interests me. It's going to be an interesting fight on Saturday night between Emmett and Zalal. I tell you guys, I don't know who to pick here. I really don't know who to pick. My gut is telling me to take Youssef Zalal. I will say that. My gut is telling me to take Youssef Zalal, but I just don't know how Emmett will adapt on the ground. Judging by their stats here, like 53% of Zalal's wins come by sub, 11% of Josh Emmett's wins come by sub. So, I don't really know how to take this one. I really don't. I'm gonna say Emmett. No, I'm gonna say Zalal. Can Zalal stay away from the big hands of Emmett on the feet? If he can do that, I think he wins this fight. No problem. but if he's not sharp and keen on the feet, Josh Emmett is going to wipe this boy clean to the floor. I am going to take Zalal to get the job done. I'll say a 3rd round submission, but it's not going to be an easy fight for Yusuf Zalal, if you ask me. He's going to have to he's going to have to be sharp if he wants to get the job done, especially when he's not in his preferred space on the ground. Well, goddamn, do we ever have a great bout here at light heavyweight coming up? This could be a #1 contender fight. I mean, if you think about it, it could be. I mean, who knows when Carlos Ulberg's gonna fight? You never know. This could be a #1 contender fight. Both men are coming off beating Jamal Hill. It's Yuri Prochazka versus Khalil Roundtree Jr. My God, man, what a fight. What a fight this is gonna be. This is some stone cold killer kind of shit, man. This is some stone cold killer kind of shit. Yuri, I've broken down so many Yuri Prochazka fights now over the years doing these prediction videos. My man's is a dog. He's a technical animal. He's the modern day samurai of the UFC, man. He's elite. His striking, he's technically elite. He really is. He's always a tough case to beat. Like, he's never an easy pushover. I really like Yuri Prochazka. Khalil Roundtree Jr. Man, oh man, oh man, oh man. Like, I'm gonna be straight up with y'all. I really have a good feeling. Well, I shouldn't say a good feeling, but I do have a strong feeling that Khalil Roundtree's gonna knock out Yuri Prochazka in this fight, man. The amount of punishment the chin of Yuri Prochazka's taken over the years, and it's seen a lot of knockouts recently. The power that Khalil Roundtree's got, man. I don't think it's a recipe for success if you're Yuri Prochazka. I really don't, and I hate to say it, but I don't see a world where this ends good for Yuri Prochazka. This is not an ideal situation for the Czechian, if you ask me. I really don't. I mean, we all love Yuri. He just got his master's degree. I don't know from what university, but obviously, we all love Yuri, you know? He's a sick guy, does crazy stuff. We love it. We love a bit of Yuri Prochazka on the timeline. Khalil, Khalil's got an amazing backstory, man. He really does. And if he beats Yuri here, this would be a huge win for his career. You could honestly make the argument that you need to put Khalil versus Ulberg for the #1 contender after this, but oh man, this is a tough one. Two great fighters. But I told you guys I'm going to go with my feeling. I'm going to go with Khalil Roundtree Jr. I think he's going to knock out Yuri Prochazka. Unfortunately, it's just the way I see it. It's just the way I see it. I think Khalil Roundtree's got some amazing power in his hands, and it's going to take a lot for Yuri Prochazka to try and stop that. His defense hasn't been the greatest over the years, and I think this is the time for Khalil Roundtree to truly make a statement and send shockwaves around the light heavyweight division, man. I'm going to take Khalil Roundtree Jr. to win by a 2nd round knockout. I really hope this doesn't happen, but I just have I don't want to see Yuri get flatlined. I don't mind whoever wins, but I just don't want to see Yuri get flatlined, but I have a feeling that's what's going to happen. Yuri might dominate the fight, but I just think he's going to get caught with a shot, and it's just going to send shockwaves around the arena, man. That's genuinely what I think when I see this fight on paper, so I'm going to go with Khalil Roundtree by 2nd round knockout. Just stay on your feet, Yuri. Please, please, man. Alright, we're already on to the title fights, man. Crazy to think. Crazy to think. Merab Dvalishvilli. Oh, boys. Oh, boys. Oh, boys. Oh, boys. He's fighting Cory Sandhagen this time around. If you watched these videos before, you know exactly how I feel about Merab, man. This guy is an absolute animal. He is. Like, the way he's beaten O'Malley twice now, beat Umar Nurmagomedov, who a lot of people had Umar beating Merab. Like, I just don't know how you meant to stop this man. How many fights has Merab won in a row now? I think you have to go to 2018 to go to his last loss, and he is so much improved since then. I like Cory Sandhagen. I really do. I think the Sandman presents a lot of good challenges on paper, especially with that height. against someone like Merab, but like, I don't see this being much different than the O'Malley fights. I really don't. Maybe Sandhagen catches Merab with a flying knee like he did to Frankie Edgar. But like, I think Merab's smart enough to avoid that, and yeah, I just don't see a way that Cory Sandhagen wins. Like, if you look at these two guys stylistically, Merab is the, well, I'll talk about Cory first, because it kind of leads into how I think about Merab. Cory is, he's almost like a surgeon. I heard this analogy before about Sandhagen, but he operates in space, he uses his range, he uses quick, sharp strikes, he's very technical, very smart, but when you're fighting a guy like Merab, you don't get that space. You don't. You're going to be on the back foot the entire night. If you make it to round 5, you're going to be panting at the top of your lungs, gasping for air against this guy. He's an absolute machine and an absolute animal. His top control is insane. His pressure is ridiculous. His cardio is insane. If anyone ever beats this man, I will happily tip my hat to you and say, well done. But I don't see anybody beating this guy. Not currently in the bantamweight division. Like, I don't want to turn this into a Merab show, but like, O'Malley already lost to him twice. Umar already lost to him. Petr Yan already lost to him. Sandhagen fights him this weekend, probably gonna lose. Yadong probably would lose. Figueiredo would probably lose. Chito Vera would lose. Bautista would lose. Zahabi probably would lose. Cejudo's already lost. David Martinez probably would lose. Vinicius Olive. Like, there's nobody, in my opinion, who can beat Merab in that division. Maybe Volkanovski comes, yeah, maybe Merab goes up and fights Volkanovski. That's like the only way I see somebody beating Merab. It's literally the only way I see anybody beating Merab. No offense to Cory. I think Cory Sandhagen's great. I really do think Cory Sandhagen is an awesome fighter. But good luck beating this guy, man. Good luck. That's all I have to say is good luck. This guy is he's different gravy, man. He really is. He's a different kind of animal. He's a different kind of beast. And I just think Merab is gonna go to 21-4 after this fight. Cory Sandhagen's gonna drop to 18-6. That's just the way I see it. I'm gonna take Merab Dvalishvilli by decision. I don't think he'll finish Sandhagen. I think Sandhagen's smart enough to get out of bad situations. He's training with Trevor Whitman now, which will be really good for his career, but Merab by decision is just the most likely outcome here. I think Merab's a lot better than what they give him credit for, and when it comes to being entertaining and being a good personality, but yeah, I just don't see anybody beating this guy currently at 135 pounds. I just don't. If you can, tip my hat to you, but it's gonna take a monumental effort to beat a guy like Merab Dvalishvilli, man. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay, the moment we've all been waiting for, the rematch at 205 pounds. It's not 100 pounds, or it's friggin' 205. Genius, Jesus, man. But Magomed Ankalaev putting his title back up on the line to face Pereira. Oh, boys. Boys. I was thinking about this the other day, right? Izzy's, how do you say, what's the word I'm looking for? Izzy's Achilles heel, if that's the term you want to use. The person who was always nagging at him, the person who could just never fully beat, was Alex Pereira. Izzy overcame that in Miami in April 2023. He got that massive knockout against Poatan, and I think Poatan might have found his Pereira if you're Izzy Adesanya. And I think that is Ankalaev for him. I really do, guys. I think this is somebody who's going to haunt Alex Pereira. He's everywhere Ankalaev's like seems to excel at is where Pereira doesn't excel, if you think about it. And I wish I thought about this more when I broke down the first fight, but Ankalaev's got great hands that set up his groundwork, man. He's not a Dagestani who relies on his groundwork like most of them do. He can easily stand and bang with anybody, and he can take them down. He's a great all-around fighter, man, and it is fairly great to witness. Like, you don't get many great all-around fighters like that anymore. I find you usually get fighters who are good at one specific, or like really good at like striking, and then good at grappling. So that's actually crazy to think about. Magomed Ankalaev's never got a win by submission. That's crazy to think about. Poatan has 83% of his wins by knockouts. That's ridiculous. That is ridiculous to think about. Oh my god. God, this is a tough fight to break down. Can Poatan stop those clinch situations and get Ankalaev at range to land that baptizing shot? Because that's how Poatan wins this fight, in my opinion. He's not going to be able to outstand and bang with a guy who's as fast-paced as Magomed Ankalaev when Pereira's the sniper, the counter shooter. He's going to have to make angles for himself the whole night, constantly pivoting his feet and working and to try and set up that big left hook. But Magomed Ankalaev, especially in that first fight, did a really good job of making sure he was close and making sure Pereira never had the range to throw those check hooks that he loves so much, or a big right hand. Like, it's gonna be tough. It's a tough fight for Pereira, man. It really is. But how much has he learned from that loss? How much has he learned? Because that'll dictate a lot. How much is his grappling improved, and how can he learn to stop those clinching situations? As much as I don't want to do it, I want to see Poatan get the job done. I love Alex Pereira, man. How could you not? Alex Pereira is awesome. God, I'm going to take Ankalaev, guys. I really am. I don't want to, but I just am. The takedowns and the animal that Ankalaev is, he's just something to behold, man. He really is. And if Pereira manages to stop it, if Pereira manages to stop the clinches, stop the close situations, and work those angles for those sharp hooks and technical striking that he's so good at, this is easily a Poatan win. But I don't know if he's going to be able to stop it with such a force like Magomed Ankalaev, man. Ankalaev is a different breed. He's a big old beast, and it's going to take a big effort to try and stop it. There's not a lot of people who can, but if anybody can do it, Poatan can. I do think Poatan can land that shot, but I don't know, man. I think Ankalaev's going to be even better, considering this fight isn't happening during Ramadan, so watch out for that. But yeah, I'm going to take Ankalaev by decision, man. It's going to be a tough night. It's going to be a very tough night, so I'm going to take Ankalaev by decision. Hopefully it's a better fight than what I'm anticipating, and I hope Pereira makes more adjustments. But those are my picks and breakdown for UFC 320. Guys, it's crazy to think that we are back. It's crazy to think that we're back with doing these predictions. It's been since Duplessis and Chimaev since my last UFC breakdown video. You'll hear from me again Sunday night after the pay-per-view to break down everything UFC 320. Should be a good show. Sunday night is probably when I'll have that uploaded, but yeah, time will tell. Time will tell, guys. If you guys enjoyed today's video, please smash that like button. Drop a comment down below, guys. Subscribe and share with those notifications turned on so you never miss a future upload here on the channel, guys. Don't forget to join the Patreon and the Twitch. Follow my podcast. All my links are in the description down below. Episode 4 of the podcast is coming out this week, so lots of news from racing and NFL to talk about this week, so stay tuned for that. I'm actually recording that podcast tomorrow, so stay tuned. And yeah, guys, we'll see you around. Hopefully enjoy the fights on Saturday night, but until then, take care and peace.